So on the subject of like accidentally cursing yourself, you can also accidentally curse other people. I actually got asked about this recently from a friend who felt like somebody who they knew wasn't like into the craft or anything was putting stuff on them. And she had asked me, she was like, "Hey, can you do that? Is that something that can happen?" I'm like, oh, absolutely. It absolutely is something that can happen. Especially if you have enough built up like anger towards somebody or yourself and you're releasing it out on somebody else, you absolutely can accidentally people. I've done it and I had to learn the hard way about, again, this is the whole being mindful of the way that you think of yourself or other people. It's because you have a few moments of like, being upset. Are you really wanting bad to happen to that person? Really, you're just frustrated or whatever's going on, right? And hey, maybe some people really do want bad to happen to them, but absolutely, people can unintentionally hex each other. A good example for me is when I started realizing that I could do that was the more zen you get and like more in tune with things you are, the easier it is to accidentally do something like that because you higher your frequency and it makes it easier for that shit to go out. I was sitting with a coworker who had pissed me off. I can't even remember now what it was that he said, but he was eating, right, while he pissed me off. And I liked this person, by the way. It was just in that moment he made me really angry. And I'm looking at him as he'd said whatever and he's eating, and I'm like, I hope you choke. And I thought that to myself. And the motherfucker started choking, like actually choking. Like I thought I was gonna have to give him the Heimlich choking. Oh my god, I didn't mean it. And then he stopped. And that was my first lesson in like, ooh, you know, the more I'm getting into this stuff, the more I need to be careful. And some people kind of just run at a higher frequency, so it is easy for them to like do shit like that by accident. Just be mindful of how you think towards other people. Also, this is why it's important for you to have wards and protection like stuff, just in case. You know, you never